Good morning or good night, Gacha Kingdom. Today we're going to be summarizing the Zenless Zone Zero 1.4 main story update in 6 minutes and 9 seconds. If you've forgotten, this is what happened previously in the main story. Nicole calls Wise and Perlman's awake. Perlman says that Big Man, Splatoon, and Evil were using him as a puppet, but Nicole can't bring Perlman into the city because it's election season and pubsec are doing rounds in the city. This becomes very important later. Nicole has a plan to get to the big man, and in anime head-ass fashion, she knows Miyabi in a roundabout way because her first job ever was stealing Miyabi's sword. Speaking of Miyabi, Miyabi is the leader of Section 6, and Section 6 are our protagonists for this portion of the story. This is Miyabi. She is the leader, as I said 5 seconds ago, and she's 170 centimeters tall. This is Yanagi. She likes red bean buns. This is Harumasa. He takes all the sick days from Section 6. This is Soukaku, Yanagi's daughter, and she eats. Nicole's plan is to use Section 6 to go up to the big man, but Miyabi's plan is to actually take Perlman and us. Uh-oh. Luckily, some random people distract 6 and we're able to get away. Unluckily, they blow us up and we end up in the hollow with Miyabi. Oh hell no, Jigsaw, your ass is tweaking! Belle throws a trade offer to Miyabi in where if she helps Miyabi get out of the hollow, in return she doesn't get arrested. And Miyabi says yes. Thank God, finally a W towards my way.
What the hell? Oh my God! No way.
Apparently, Miyabi's blade's got a curse on it, and that curse is managed by her scabbard, which isn't working. So we use our big brain and are able to put a band-aid on her scabbard. And Belle passes out. Belle wakes up. You're out of the hollow. Nicole and 6 are friends, but Perlman's gone.
The next day.
Belle gets back into town, but Ferry gets shut down. And remember about 2 minutes ago where I said that pubsec are making rounds? Yeah, this is when pubsec are making rounds.
Hold it! Street Patrol Supervisor is expecting you. Be sure not to keep him waiting.
Luckily, before Ferry got shut down, she sent an SOS to Qingyi, and Qingyi and Yuan are here. But now Qingyi and Yuan are here. Wise gets a call from Miyabi, and Miyabi explains to Yuan and Qingyi that their big man, which is their boss, is evil. Zhu lets us off the hook and looks into Perlman. Meanwhile, Belle and 6 plan to go save Perlman. You fight some dudes, you save Perlman, but then there's an explosion, and now you have to GTFO.
Why?
Big Man and Evil plan to arrest 6 for helping Perlman out of the hollow, but Yanagi bluffs that it was Miyabi's plan to save Perlman and 6 were just there to confront Miyabi, and now that's how everything planned out. And Miyabi's like, yeah, I'm the one that does all the calls, and then throws Perlman into the hollow. So they arrest Miyabi.
The next day.
Yuan comes back and says that Perlman has had a tracker on him since the game launched. And Qingyi correctly assessed that Big Man's target isn't actually Perlman, but it's Miyabi. Okay! New plan! The rest of 6 will go after Big Man. Meanwhile, Belle and Zhu will go find Miyabi. While traveling through a hollow, both Belle and Zhu connect the dots that Miyabi's sword is what Big Man wants. So, to confirm it, we call up Miyabi's dad. And he confirms that there's a soul in Miyabi's sword that wants blood. And her scabbard has neutralized the soul, but if it were to be compromised in any way, that soul would be let loose. And there's a certain somebody that wants that soul to be let loose. Evil lets the soul loose and gathers the power from the cursed soul in the sword, and then Miyabi is able to get the sword and gets out of the van, but it's a bit too late. Whoa, oh my god, she's walking in space because Hoyoverse loves walking in space. Oh my god, is that a Honkai Star Rail reference? Holy shit. While fighting her demons, Miyabi makes a trade offer with her sword that if she uses the sword to kill ethereals and evil people, that'll be enough bloodshed for the sword to be happy. And the sword's like, yeah, okay, cool. When Miyabi wakes up, she finds herself in the dead end hollow because Zhu was able to push Miyabi into the hollow before she started going crazy. Yuan takes Miyabi to the hospital and gets Miyabi's scabbard fixed by her dad. Meanwhile, Belle regroups with Wise and Qingyi because Big Man got away. Luckily, Koleda comes in clutch and says that Big Man might be going towards Port Los Angeles. Okay, well, what are we waiting for? We gotta go over there. We got like 1 minute left, and then like things just start happening from this point. So y'all just gonna have to lock in with me real quick. You get to the port, you find out Jane Doe is actually a police officer. That's crazy. And then you meet up with Six, and you're like, all right, let's kick some ass. You catch up to Big Man, and Big Man's like, no, so he turns himself into an SMT demon, and then you kick his ass, and then he's like, no, I got more in me. So he knocks you back, but with the power of friendship, you're able to catch up to him, and you kick his ass. But then he's like, no, I got one more in me. And then you're like, well, you messed with me and my gang, so now you have to mess with Larry. And then Miyabi sends him like Acheron style to the Shadow Realm. Explosion. And that's it. Congratulations, you saved the town and Mr. Krabs. And the credits roll, and apparently 1.6 is supposed to be a continuation of the main story, but I guess we'll see what happens during 1.6 and onwards. So I hope everybody that has made it to this part of the video gets 10 soldier anbys when they do their 10 pulls on Anby's banner. Yeah.